Up about when I when I was trying to roast you, and it backfired big time. So yeah.
About intuitions?
What's going on?
No,
Oh, straw
no,
man?
intuitions. That's
No,
no, no.
not tasteless.
About
It's gonna go on for 5 hours. I wanted to
what?
talk to Justin about death.
No,
But
Justin
just
left.
oh
He had to
fuck,
go.
man, he
No,
left.
Justin said he's still listening, but he doesn't want to talk while Tasteless is once again filibustering.
Feel the
So
best.
let the record
That's
show
an
that
ex-
Tasteless thinks that he has never lost a discussion except for one time.
Well, that's a misrepresentation. Oh fuck.
Wait, is it the
Except-
one
That's
time
what
the
she said.
vampires
So why do
conversation?
you have to phrase it like that? Just
What are you
say
talking
yeah.
about?
He acknowledges that he has lost certain exchanges. So that's it.
What? What do you mean? That's exactly how I answered it.
No, you said that he says that he hasn't lost any exchange except for one. Thank you very much. That's the
Yeah, exactly. What's wrong with
Yeah.
that? Is that true or not?
Yes, it is true.
So why would you
And-
object to something that's true?
Well, because of the way you're phrasing it.
Is there something false about it?
Yes, the first part without the second part can be misunderstood. Yes.
Right, but we have both parts, so we don't have to worry about that, right?
Well, yeah, of course not. Yeah, of course.
Right. So sit the fuck down.
Yes, I know you're unable to be, charitable or to not misrepresent people. Yeah, I understand this is hard for you.
Actually, you just admitted that what I said was true, so it wasn't a misrepresentation.
No, I understand, but the
So
way
you just-
you started to phrase it was
You
intended
just
to be a
falsified your own
misrepresentation,
claim.
but then you correct,
Able
which
to not
is fucking misleading.
because what I
Yes.
said was true by your own claim.
Like I said, you
This is a
started
goddamn
with a
bloodbath.
misrepresentation, and then you corrected yourself.
What did you say, Justin?
This is just a goddamn bloodbath. This is just,
I don't
he
even
just
see-
came in here, look, he just came in here and cut off his left arm and then cut off the right one, and he's still yelling at Tom.
What the fuck is that supposed to be?
Oh my god.
Oh, that is so
Hey,
weird.
look,
I mean,
You objected
just
to
in
a thing
touching
that you said
butts
was
with
true.
Tomer. Just
Look,
imagine this shit.
It's not about Tom. You objected to a thing that you said was true, and then you said it accurately represents you, but Tom, of
Yes.
course, would have a problem representing you correctly.
I objected to
Contradict
the
yourself
way he
twice
phrased it.
2 minutes.
Yes.
Look,
I
but he
objected to
phrased
the
it in a
way
way.
it was phrased.
Look, but he phrased it in a way that perfectly preserved the truth.
Well, yeah, he corrected that, and
He
I
didn't correct
understand.
anything.
But it is misleading. I mean, to a certain extent, yes, it is.
Well, what's the extent it's misleading?
Well, whenever you take just the first part, it sounds like if
Just
I'm
give us an
saying like
example.
any fucking thing. I am giving you the example.
That's not an example.
Well, the example is just precisely what we're talking about. So,
Repeat it. What's the example?
well, the example is whenever you take the first part of his statement, his statement, it is false, unless you add the second part.
But he did
That
have
makes
both
it true.
parts, right?
Well, yeah, like I'm
So
saying,
then what's
if you
the
take
issue
the
if he had
first
both
part,
parts?
it's false. The second part makes it, truth. So
But he had
it is
both parts.
misleading
What's
to
the
a certain
issue?
extent. Well, it is not. I am saying the objection is the way it is phrased. It is misleading to a certain
How's it
extent.
misleading?
Well, the way it's phrased.
What do you mean?
Because-
What about the phrasing?
Because, let's say, for instance, assuming that people do not pay attention to the full,
That's true of every statement.
Exactly.
What are you
So-
trying to get across?
So whenever you start with a false statement
Exactly.
and the fucking corroboration comes at the end, yes, it might lead people to believe something different.
What were you trying to get across? And
Tasteless, it's
what
true
was
of every
conveyed?
statement. It's true of every statement that if they don't hear part of it, they might misconstrue it.
And
So what you're saying doesn't apply to what Tom said. It applies to literally every sentence.
Did you hear that whenever he was stating the
You mean
first
here?
one, I
I
objected,
hear?
and then he corrected, and then he
didn't correct.
asked me if there was a problem with it, and I said no.
Can you
But
can
I
you tell me if you
objected to the
corrected your
first
statement?
part of the statement whenever he was
He
speaking.
didn't
Okay?
change his statement.
It is very
Yeah,
simple, Justin. So shut the
I don't
fuck
think
up.
you changed. I don't think you changed the statement at all, Tasteless. I think you're wrong.
Well, you think I'm wrong because you're delusional.
Well, let's ask Tom. What happened?
Justin had it perfectly right.
Oh,
That's false.
You're just calling people delusional because they don't agree with you. Just making shit up.
No.
well, Tasteless, we've got 3 people saying that I'm right, and we've got just you saying you're right. How do we arbitrate this?
Straw poll.
But that is fallacious, Justin. Just to think that 2 people agreeing with you makes you right. That's ridiculous. If
No,
this is how
I
you
didn't
think,
say
then
that.
you're stupid.
I didn't say that, did I?
Yes, that
I
is
did-
exactly what you're saying.
Not what I said. I said, how do we arbitrate?
How is that? That is irrelevant, Justin.
How would that be irrelevant? We're trying to decide
It
the
is
truth of the matter, and
irrelevant.
I'm saying, how do we decide who's correct here?
Well, it is just simple as that, dude. Whenever he was saying
what do you mean? How
the
do we do
first
it?
statement, it is false, and I objected to it. Now,
No,
after
we're talking
that,
about
he
if Tom
corrected
corrected.
himself.
Yeah.
And hey,
How do
don't
we
over
determine
talk
if that
to me.
happened? How
Justin,
do we
Justin.
determine if that happened?
Hey, don't. If you don't want me to over
So
talk
how do we determine if that happened, buddy?
is that fair or?
How do we determine that if it happened?
Hey, answer the fucking question, pussy. Is that fair or not?
I'm just trying to figure out how we determine what happened.
Well, I just want you to ask the question. To answer the question, dude.
Okay,
Is
I'm
that
going to ask
fair?
the question again. How do we determine what happened?
I am not going to answer until you answer my fucking question.
What question?
Well,
Is
actually,
it fair? If you don't
guys
want
hear
me
what
to
Tasteless
overtalk
said?
you, don't overtalk me.
Go ahead,
That's
Tom.
fine.
did you guys hear what Tasteless said? He said,
Oh, I clicked it. 1 second.
Tasteless just said, I'm not going to answer the question until you answer the question, right? Now, that sentence is comprised
What
of
the fuck? Oh, sorry. 1 second. My bad. Go ahead, Tom.
Tasteless said, I'm not going to answer the question unless you answer the question, right? And if you didn't notice, Tasteless, that form has 2 parts, which means that you just violated your own rule, right? So what you said was misleading.
No.
The first
It is
part is,
correct.
I'm not going to
The
answer.
first part, it is what stands, and the second part is until you do this. That is
Actually, I
conditional.
didn't hear the second part. So
This
it
is
just
a
seems like you were
conditional
being
statement,
misleading.
Tomer. It is not a proposition.
Right, and guess
So
what?
shut the fuck up.
Except for one time is also a conditional statement.
Actually, Tom, he just
No.
made another mistake because
No.
conditional statements can
It
be
is not a
propositional.
condition. Oh, whoa, Tomer. So to say except for one, it is a conditional, really?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's a qualifier.
What is it? No. Condition. Do you know what a conditioner is?
I don't know if I know what you think a conditional is. What do you?
Well,
what do you
I don't know. You better make your case. Show me how your statement was a conditional.
I think that a conditional is something that's gonna like act as a qualifier, and it's gonna
What is the condition there, Tomer?
Yeah, there's one exception. That's the condition.
Oh, an exception is a condition right now. Oh, really?
I don't know. What are you calling a conditional? If you have a different definition, then just tell me.
Oh, I don't know. Give me your definition so I can understand you.
I
What
already
is a
told you.
conditional? A conditional is what? An exception?
Oh man, this rabbit hole again.
Tasteless, do you think conditionals can be propositional?
Shut the fuck up, Justin. Tomer?
What's the question?
So you're saying that your statement was a conditional, right? Where is the condition?
Yeah, the second part.
Yeah.
What is the condition?
The second part.
What is the condition? What is
Except
saying?
for one
Where's
time.
the condition? No, don't tell me the second part. Just tell me the condition.
I did.
And you're wrong.
Well, I could be. I mean, what are you defining a conditional as?
Uh-oh.
A condition, dude, presents you with an option. A condition presents to us a particular circumstance that if it's met, then the proposition then is qualified.
All right, so you were saying it's a qualifier, so you agree with me.
No, you know you're wrong.
What are you talking about?
You are so dishonest that you cannot fucking accept that this thing that you have committed, it is, stupidity. And you're trying to equate a conditional
It's not
with a
really
fucking
stupidity,
exception.
We're just
which is
arguing over
different.
We're just arguing over definitions.
But you
It's not
are
really
too
stupid.
fucking, dishonest as you are to accept it. And this is this is what you do. Now,
I mean, we're just arguing-
if I were to act like you, I would just say, this is what Tomer always does. So if anywhere in the past, he has given the impression that he's correct, he was just being fucking dishonest because he is unable to accept a fucking, evident mistake.
Tasteless, we're just talking about definitions, bud. Under my definition, I'd be right. Under yours, you'd be wrong. Or sorry, you'd be right.
So what is your definition then? Please render it.
Yeah, under my definition.
Yes, what is a conditional?
All right,
I already told you what I thought what a conditional was, but give me your definition.
I'm over it.
This is horrible.
Yes, you are over, bitch.
Go ahead, Justin.
Well,
Please,
welcome
no.
back, Tasteless.
Yes,
Welcome
what
back.
I
were
was
you
gonna
saying?
say
It hates
GG. Actually, GG Josh loves Tasteless.
Oh.
Justin.
GG
So
left.
tell me, what were we talking about, Justin?
Oh no, I'll pass.
Oh yeah, I know.
Why'd you come back, Tasteless?
So yeah, man. I mean, the truth is, calling some, just qualifying the quality of life just by age. I don't think it's correct because it is a very subjective, thing.
You found out that Tom didn't have.
We have to
mods
take
for that
into
fucking
consideration
game?
many multiple factors in order for us to
I
determine
know,
that.
said mod.
So Justin is just bragging about, or trying to shine his, him being
That wasn't the question
30.
I asked you.
30 years old against
That wasn't
me.
what I
to
asked you.
Make a call. I'm sorry, I wasn't talking about you, Bacon.
Yeah, but nobody
you.
was talking, and I asked a question.
Well, I am talking about a different subject.
You're not talking to anybody. Nobody's even talking to you. What are you talking about?
I am talking about myself, you idiot.
You're talking to yourself, you moron.
By myself, you stupid fuck.
Why are you talking by yourself? You're fucking insane.
Yes, I am preaching. What's your problem?
To a mental doctor,
I'm trying to
psychologist,
clarify the previous misunderstanding, that Dio and Justin were having. What's your beef?
Biff? What's a biff?
Beef.
Biff?
Oh, so you're now mocking my fucking pronunciation.
I don't know what a
I
biff
think your
is.
pronunciation is
I'm
great.
just asking.
I just don't think Bacon knows what Biff is.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
you think Bacon
just
knows
give
what
me
Biff
a.
is? Bacon, have you ever heard of
He's
Biff?
just playing
No, I've
dumb.
never heard of biff.
Tasteless, what is Biff? Can you educate Bacon because he's
Bacon. A beef is basically a fight or an objection or something you have a problem with.
Beef?
Oh, I
You mean like a beef?
Yeah, you're trying to say beef,
Beef.
not
Biff.
biff. Beef.
Oh.
All right, now I know what he's talking about. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Come on, Socrates. Tasteless has great pronunciation. Okay,
Yeah, he said the fuck out of Biff, but
It's-
I couldn't make beef out of that.
your just tiny mind is just not able to understand.
My
But
smooth
snot?
brain can't
Did he say
process
snot?
this. What?
He said snot.
Who said snot?
He said your brain is snot. Enough.
Your tiny brain.
It's not.
It's not.
No, he said it's smooth. His brain is
Yeah.
smooth.
My brain is very smooth for this.
Smooth brain.
It's too smooth for this even. The surface area is not sufficient to understand this conversation.
I'm glad we agree.
Tasteless, I think that's funny that
What's the
you
relation
left.
between being smooth and
You
having
got wrecked. That's funny, Tasteless. You got wrecked utterly by Tom and you ran. You left the server. You couldn't handle it. How weak.
Channel and Gigi there?
Cheap
What
bait.
happened there?
Well, you know, 7 days.
Taste-
without
Bacon,
God.
let me tell you, that is some fucking cheap bait.
Chip? What's a chip?
Tasteless is going to say that running away is actually a manly thing to do, which is what he said
Hold
earlier.
on. I need to be able to follow the conversation. What's a chip? Like a nacho cheese chip?
Children's health insurance
What do
program.
you care, Freedom?
Oh, hold on a sec. Tasteless, do you realize what you said earlier? I'm the only person that's ever beat you.
No, there's a difference between being wrong and actually get beaten by someone. So I was wrong. You didn't beat me on anything, dude.
Oh, so he's
In
amending
order
his
for
claim.
you to hope,
Look how
listen, Tom.
look
In
how
order for
petty he
you
is.
to
He
hope,
didn't like the sound of it.
to have a fucking shot at you calling yourself correct, you would need to pose something, not just attack your opponent. Because even if you manage to prove that your opponent is wrong, that doesn't make you right, motherfucker. It makes your opponent wrong. So whenever you are trying to win something, you need to have a proposition. You need to make a case of your own. So no, Tomer, it is not sufficient for you to say, oh, I won because I proved him wrong. First of all, you didn't prove me wrong. It was fucking Jovan and it was fucking Danny. I made the mistake, which is different, motherfucker. I am not perfect. I know I might seem perfect, but I'm not. So whenever I made a mistake, I am able to recognize it and to accept it, and that's it. You know, unlike you.
You're truly delusional.
You are fucking dishonest.
Truly delusional.
Battle of the gods here.
Did you get 1,000 subscribers yet, Tasteless?
How many?
1,000 yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only one
Well,
who's ever
just
defeated.
wait, bitch. Just wait. I mean,
I'm the only
certain
one.
things take
ever
time. It is not
defeated.
as quick as one would want, but nevertheless, I'll get there.
Yeah, you've been there for like about 2
I'm
years
the
now, right?
only one who's ever defeated
What?
Tasteless.
No, I defeated Tasteless.
Wait, no,
I
you
think
haven't.
most of the server has. I think if we take a
I
straw
think
poll,
it's a
even.
rite of passage.
Hey, Tasteless, when is Tasteless Debates coming out?
Who are you, Freedom?
Doesn't answer the question.
Well, I think Freedom is a big fan of
Soon.
yours, as you can tell, since he has the
But
snake
I don't
profile
know
picture
who
too.
he is. Is he new or
He's
is he, you know?
he's a young Padawan, and he wants to learn the ways of the Master Jedi Tasteless. I mean, as you can see,
Yeah.
he has the Viper profile pictures. Really trying his best to emulate you.
I understand. Well, it's no different from Tomer. I mean, we all know Tomer is just trying to emulate my behavior. So good one, Tomer. He is my Padawan.
Why are you trying to emulate his behavior, Tomer? Seems like a losing strategy.
True. Because he knows it is a winning strategy. Don't you? Tomer?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, you haven't even realized how much of the things you have criticized about my, the way I speak and the things I say, you have repeated yourself. So either you are, being influenced by me, or you're just listening too much of our previous exchanges. So
Look, you
in
can
any case,
you can
are
use
emulating
insults
my-
or whatever, right? I think everybody does that.
No, false. I'm not talking about the insults. I'm talking about, particulars such as, certain mannerisms and very different properties.
Like what? Can you give me an example?
He doesn't overdo it again. No, don't worry, guys.
Yeah, Tasteless, I mean, I guess I'm glad you're
No,
back. But
trust
just,
me. Yeah, I understand what you're
overly
saying.
stuff like before.
Yes, no, I won't. I mean, I know Tomer, wants a piece of my dick again, but yeah, I won't engage, that frequently. As a matter of fact, I am not sure I will, be staying, but yeah, nevertheless, for the time being, it's okay.
Yeah, I saw a comment of yours, Tasteless, something about about the rules. You were really salty about the rules that we created and made you follow because it cramped your style a lot. And then
No,
you
I
were
wasn't salty.
and then
In
you were
fact,
saying that I broke some of the rules sometimes, which I do. But that was never the claim. The claim was that you are unable to engage without breaking the rules. Not that.
I don't know, Tomer. Did you think, or just taking a look back in the past, do you think that your prediction, came true, or were you wrong?
Oh, I was absolutely correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had that exchange, and I thought I told you, and I asked, and I told you this, on private messages. I told you I would wreck you, and I fucking, fulfilled that fucking, advice. Now, Tomer,
How could you do that? You broke the rules.
not only was I able to do it,
No, you weren't. You
lost
broke the rules many
big
times.
time. You know why did you lose, Tomer? You weren't able to answer my questions. You thought, and you escaped from many of my questions that we were supposedly having a reasonable conversation. Whenever I asked you questions, you said, that's a fucking tangent, and you didn't answer. So basically, your only position is to question because you don't have nothing to put forward. You are weak and you are stupid, Tomer. And
I don't really see how.
People, yes, I don't. I know that you don't understand. So basically, in our exchange, dude, you never answered questions, any questions. I mean, any propositions. And also, you fucked up when it came to morality and ethics, and you don't see a distinction there. But that to me is not surprising because you have none. I mean, you're not familiar with this shit.
Tasteless, I don't think it's fair that you're going on for so long. This is what people were complaining about, and you just mentioned it.
Shut the fuck up.
People were complaining about you talking too long. Now, you said people don't answer me. They can't answer you if you have so many things you have in your question that it's ridiculous.
It is not a question.
No, you said people complain that I talk too much and won't answer my questions. They can't answer your question because you say so much. You talk for like 5 minutes solid, and that's not a joke.
Of course.
Oh shit.
I mean, of course, just say sorry and stop doing it.
Yeah, you actually got wrecked in that conversation, Tasteless.
Oh, false.
I would actually. Is there anybody else who's willing to have the conversation, to hash it out? Because I'm so biased and I can't understand that I was wrong.
I don't think that's true.
Squish.
Because I don't know. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into this.
Listen,
I don't want to join this circus.
Don't be upset. I mean, this is just temporary.
More meta. We're not interested in that. Anybody want to go into it with Tasteless? I can lay out the framework for you. You just have to knock it down.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I will leave you to it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just have to answer a few questions so we get your definitions. Oh, he left.
I think most people don't want to deal with what was that logical conversation about implications? What was that one? The feudal one. Do you remember that one, Tom?
The one, which one?
The one where you're trying to explain some logical concept to him, but I can't. The contradict. No, it wasn't that one.
Well, there was the three in short succession. The first one was about the straw man thing.
Straw man, that's the one.
The second one was about intuitions being fallacious. And then the third one was about the debate we had, I think.
What happened? Oh, by the way, Tom, I'm going to be in Korea in August.
I got to turn you up. What did you say?
I'm going to be in Korea in August.
Oh, really?